Okay, delicious food does not have to be complicated. All you need is one pan and some simple, fresh ingredients.
I'm so happy because somebody who's with us, we have not seen in person in such a long time. You're sure to show us one of his favorite one-pot recipes straight from his new cookbook. It is the Emmy-winning host, Danny Seo, author of Naturally Delicious Dinners. Danny, I gotta say, I'm having a little bit of a moment watching you come in. You've been part of our show for so many years, and it's nice to see you.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
I'm just happy you're
and
here.
This new cookbook is so much fun. It's your 12th.
12th book. It's my favorite book. I'm so proud of this. It's all vegetarian, but it's not vegetarian healthy. It's like comfort, family favorites. You can double, triple, quadruple the recipes. Easy breezy, and they're all winners.
Is this like a Thanksgiving-ish kind of?
This seems like a great
deal?
Thanksgiving
Do you get the theme over here?
Yeah, we're with you.
Pumpkin is the hero ingredient here, and it's so easy. And what you want to start with, it's a pumpkin mac and cheese.
This is basically a pumpkin spice mac and cheese.
We didn't get your true opinion on the mac and cheese with the raisins.
We'll get to that at the end. We're going to talk about the end because I have an opinion about that. But what we want to start with, guys, this is a roux. Okay? Do you know what a roux is?
Yes.
It's just butter and flour. You want to mix them together because you don't want to have raw flour in there. But a roux is a thickening agent, and there's 3 different stages of color when you cook a roux. When you cook it for a little bit of time, it's a white stage. It's called a bechamel, and then it gets darker and darker. The longer you cook it, the less of a thickening agent it is. For mac and cheese, you want it thick.
So you want to just cook it for a second.
A little bit. Look at the swap out right here. It's just this beautiful white,
kind of
creamy
foamy
color right here.
Okay.
So very important step to do this. And then the next step in the mac and cheese, by the way, you can make this actually gluten-free and dairy-free too.
Dairy-free cheese?
Good.
So instead of, you could use like a vegan butter instead, and then like an unsweetened.
Yeah, you have to make sure it's unsweetened. If you use a vanilla almond milk, it's not going to taste
We're going to add a little bit of just warm milk.
What
you don't
kind of
want to
milk
use
is
cold
that?
milk, just regular whole milk.
Okay.
And just
cheddar cheese. And we're going to stir this together.
Make that cheddar sauce.
And get this all to melt and have it really good. Do you want to add some salt?
Sure.
Here you go. Here's some salt right here.
Roux.
That is nutmeg. So what we're going to do is you want to use fresh nutmeg if you can.
This makes it like pumpkin spice, kind of.
This is the big difference because it's such an easy dish. This is where a spice actually makes a huge difference, and just a little bit of fresh nutmeg.
How do you know when you have enough?
Just a little bit. Just a little. I would say 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah, but you can smell it already.
And then is this like the canned pumpkin?
Yeah, pumpkin puree.
One whole can of pumpkin puree.
Libby's is my favorite.
Goes right into this one, and that's it. I love to use the whole can because what do you do with like?
I know.
half a can?
Laughter.
Oh, and then we have one more ingredient.
You did not.
We have raisins.
No, you did not.
And then this goes into the trash.
Danny, thank you.
Adding raisins.
Danny, I knew you were my favorite. Thank you.
Adding raisins what?
That was the most horrific thing that I've seen.
It was.
It's like, why not? Let's add whipped cream to it while we're at it.
Just because it's on TikTok does not mean we have to do it, right?
Just because it's never been done doesn't mean it needs to be done.
Well, just because it's going viral on TikTok doesn't mean we need to do it. It makes you sick.
Like here's some chocolate dipped, pickles. Now we add our cooked macaroni, and what I love about this, you can use a gluten-free pasta.
Do you cook it al dente?
Nobody likes al dente.
Well, you
Danny.
want to because you cook it here.
You cook it al dente because you're going to bake it.
Everybody says that, but don't you hate?
Yes, but if you're cooking it twice, you want to start hard to make soft.
You don't want the pasta to fall apart.
Thank you, Danny.
And we choose
Danny
something
and I
like,
are on the same page today.
We choose like a macaroni. We choose something that has some texture to it, so it holds onto the sauce.
This is like a rigatoni.
We only have a couple of seconds.
Oh, what?
Let's eat.
Okay, I'm going to pour it into the cast iron. And over here, you can do it in a big cast iron pan, or you can do it in little mugs, just like that.
These are cute,
I
these
like
little
the
guys.
mugs.
Me too. How is it? Yummy?
Listen, this has just enough flavor to feel festive.
And you taste the pumpkin.
I picked this over the raisin.
It's not sweet. It has like a nice earthy texture to it, a little sweetness, savory.
This is delicious.
Danny, you're the
Double
best.
it, triple it.
Danny, it's so good to see
Danny,
you, honey.
we love you.
Come back and see us soon. For these recipes, head to today.com/food. Check out Danny's book, today.com/shop.
Yum, this is so good.
All right, no matter where you turn, there's a certain flavor that seems to have taken over everything this time of year, and it is pumpkin. It is fall, after all, the time of year when you can find pumpkin spice in all sorts of products, from your coffee to spa services. They even have it in pet food.
Do they really?
I don't know.
Well, sales of pumpkin spice products are on the rise to the tune of $600 million last year, up from $500 million just 3 years ago. So, given the popularity of this favorite fall flavor, we asked Arian Duarte to help us put it to good use. She's the chef and owner of Arian Kitchen and Bar in New Jersey. Good morning. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, we already sampled your delicious little whatever those were.
We're going to be eating our pumpkin today.
Okay.
Not washing our clothes with it, but we're going to eat it. And we're going to make this delicious pumpkin gnocchi.
Oh, man.
So pumpkins aren't just for carving anymore.
Okay, all right. So what do you
we
do?
have some peeled and seeded pumpkin.
Okay.
And we're going to throw in with a diced potato in some salted water. We're going to boil it till it's nice and tender. And here you put this in.
Look at that old school. You just mush it right
our
in.
old ricer, and you throw it in, and you can just.
Help? You got it?
Yeah.
You want me to squeeze it?
Sure.
Okay. Not very strong.
Get in there, Hoda.
Okay.
Go ahead, and then to this, we're going to add we have some sage, our egg yolks, a little bit of flour, and add the flour slowly because you do not want to make them too tough, and the flour will make it tough.
Okay.
So just,
fold this stuff
fold that in.
Okay.
And then we have our dough all ready to go because you mix it, and you want to flour your surface so it doesn't stick.
Oh, I see.
And I like to even flour my hands before I'm going to roll it.
So you roll it to one long.
A nice, long, skinny, or any size. Some people like them tiny, some people like them fatter, and then we're just going to cut them.
Okay.
So this becomes that.
This becomes that.
Oh, my gosh. I'm a little slow. I get it.
Okay.
That looks amazing.
And then what do you do once they're all ready?
Again, salted water. Really important to salt your water. We're just going to throw them in here.
You boil them.
They boil.
Quick, though, right?
Quickly.
Yeah.
They're going to float to the top.
Right.
And that's when you'll know they're ready, when they float to the top.
And you drop them in the frying pan?
You take them out. Now, what you can do at this point is you can put them in a pot of ice water, salted ice water, and you can reserve them for a few days. So if you're going to have a party and you're going to serve them at your party, then you will.
A little butter and sage going on there.
They're yummy.
We're going to get some butter. You add your sage.
This is like comfort food,
Oh,
isn't it?
it's great.
Oh, all right.
That's
Take
really
us
good.
to the back. They're delicious, Arian.
And here they are, a little Parmesan cheese
these
if
are
you
great,
want.
Arian.
Yes,
Really good.
Yeah, they're a big favorite. So now we have our pumpkin fritters. I like that this is like the Zeppeli of fall. We've made some pumpkin butter here.
Wait, how do you make that?
So this is
looks
pumpkin
awesome.
that is peeled, pumpkin spice, which is like the clove, the ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg. In here, put it in our processor.
Is that this right here?
Dip it up, Let it get nice and smooth and creamy in our wet ingredients. Whisk that up, our pumpkin butter, all our wet ingredients. Our wet ingredients goes into our dry ingredients. And then in here, our batter is done. Get your oil nice and hot.
Look how much oil. There's a lot in there.
Well, you're frying
You're
and you're and you want the oil hot so they don't get greasy on you. We're gonna plop them in there. See how it's nice and bubbly?
Look. How long do those cook, Arian?
They're gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes. Nice and golden.
That's the little sauce underneath. That's the butter?
The sauce is the pumpkin butter caramel. So I made a little caramel and the pumpkin butter in there.
Drizzle.
And then you just drizzle
that.
sugar.
Come on.
And right here, just for one more thing.
Wait, let me have some of that.
Oh, yes.
Why are you hiding this, Arian?
I know, I'm sorry. A flatbread, pumpkin butter, Brussels sprouts, bacon, smoked Gruyere cheese. Yeah, these are...
You're awesome.
Thank you.
These
To
are
make
so
these
good.
recipes, go to today.com/food.
Thank you. These are incredible.
It's time for Make Ahead Monday. You know I'm not a huge fan of the pumpkin spice. Canned pumpkin, that's another story. If you've got some leftover from the holiday, our good buddy, Chef Ryan Scott, has 2 creative ways to use it. Good morning, Ryan.
Hi. Morning.
Hi, guys. Man, I miss you guys. How are you?
But you're going to make up for it by helping us make some souffle pumpkin pancakes. That sounds so good.
Al, what's really cool about this recipe is you can make this with a box mix. So I take 1 cup from a box mix that everybody has at home, and you can make your souffle pancakes just from a little bit of canned pumpkin. So here's the thing, because the holidays, a lot of people think canned pumpkin, I don't want to cook with it anymore. Let me show you 2 ways of cooking with it. First and foremost, these pancakes, which you guys saw in the little teaser here, get a little pecan crumble on top, which are really simple to do. So what I did was I took some pecans, I boiled them with a little bit of powdered sugar over the top, some pumpkin pie spice, and then I baked them for about 15 minutes. Then let's go ahead and make this mixture. So you guys, look in here. I've got eggs, milk, pumpkin pie spice, the canned pumpkin, and a little bit of sugar and milk.
Okay.
And then what I do is I mix the whole thing up with 1/2 cup of pancake batter. There is your leavening agent. There's your flour, your baking
Pancake
soda,
batter
salt.
or pancake mix?
Yes. Pancake mix, D. Thank you very much. It's the one from the box. It says very light and fluffy mix. So whatever you have at your house, whatever the box mix is, I'm not promoting them. You just go like that. So guys, what you do is now you mix this together with your pancake mix and eggs and pumpkin batter. And once this all comes together, I took 4 egg whites and I beat them to make sure they're souffled. These guys go inside here. You fold the whole mix together, and then you come over to my pan. Now, check this out. A lot of people always ask how to do pancakes perfectly. I take a little bit of Al's Aquanet and mine here, okay? And we put this right on top, and we spray this, and then I take a ice cream scooper. Yeah, I wipe it out, D. So I wipe it out because I don't want the pancakes to have little blotchy flour spots, fat spots in there. So that way you just kind of wipe it out, and then you take it and just go like this, and you've transferred a little box that is a classic box that we get at the store into pumpkin pancakes. Then I put them on a roasting rack to let them cool down for a second. That way they don't keep steaming on the bottom, because there's nothing worse than have a pancake that's super beautiful and then it steams and then it's wet and then it's not a nice thing.
Okay, Ryan,
So
you got something with bacon.
Yeah, Al, I knew I was with you today, buddy. I got you, okay? So what I have here, guys, is some potatoes. I took some potatoes and I boiled them with salted water, and then I roasted pumpkin out of a can. And what I did from there is I took these potatoes, I transferred them out, I put them inside my mixer. Then I cooked bacon and sage, which is right here, Al, crispy on the side. And this bacon and sage is going to go inside my pumpkin potato puree that you guys do for the holidays. I don't know about you all, but I have a Southern grandmother and an Italian grandmother, and the leftover bacon fat is going to go right inside the mixer with sour cream, butter, eggs, and the potatoes.
Can
These
I use
guys come
leftover
together.
potatoes, like leftover mashed potatoes?
Dylan, I made these last night, and all I did was just reheat them. So boiled potatoes, mashed potatoes, whatever you got. These go in the mixer with a little bit of bacon love. You know, it's the beginning of December tomorrow. You know, we'll watch the wait a little bit later, okay? And then you just take this, guys, and you mix it up real quick. It comes together, and you can make potato pancakes that have a little bit of pumpkin in them. All the good suspects, right? Super easy. And then because this is for Al, I put extra bacon.
You're the man, Ryan. Thank you so much. We miss you, my friend.
Thanks, Ryan.
Can't wait to see you.
Love you guys.
All right. For more on these recipes and so much more, go to today.com/food.